you get, hundreds or thousands of use cases. There are some organizations where they have a document come in. It's a 200-page document. They need that document to be reviewed, summarized, and they have to go through a particular checklist on that document. And they can only get to a certain amount per day. And so there's always this massive backlog. People never actually are able to kind of keep track of what was reviewed. It's too much data. And so now AI can basically do that in maybe 20 to 30 seconds. You can have AI do what normally would take maybe 4 or 5 hours for a human, and you would thus never be able to really afford to have kind of humans do that across all of the documents that are coming in. And so we found all these use cases where actually people are doing these highly, just laborious, often, kind of just not really exciting tasks on content that now we can farm out to AI. And that is the engine that we're building. But it really kind of came from talking to customers that we got all these use cases.
I won't make you live demo like other podcast hosts, but maybe describe.
I actually enjoy it, so you don't want to threaten me.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Enough people watch this on YouTube, but I think we can describe what it is. I saw one of the things that I saw you demo was basically Box is a content repository. And so you can you're going to have a document sitting there and you can summarize that document, right? It could be, hey, can you give me the 5 most important bullets out of this document, right? Are there other things that sort of will help people internalize all the different things that you guys are thinking about?
Yeah. So the summarization was actually that was our initial go-to, and we're like, oh, we could summarize anything. And then very quickly you're like, okay, that's actually very rudimentary relative to what the technology is capable of. So you take a contract and you say, pull out what are the riskiest clauses in the contract that I really need to make sure to be aware of. And it'll go and read through the contract and say, here are all the things that you should, basically pay attention to. You can take an invoice and have it automatically read the invoice, extract all of the relevant data from that invoice, and then eventually build an automated workflow based on the data that's inside that invoice. So again, it used to take a kind of human to go read through the invoice and type in the information themselves. I bring up the kind of HR use case, but if you think about the amount of times and the amount of time that workers spend just trying to find facts from large data sets, but the problem is they don't know what data to go ask, and they don't know where in that data the answer is going to be. That's the kind of stuff that AI can now solve across large amounts of unstructured data. So you take a 50-page, HR document, and you just want to know what's our jury duty policy. If I have to go on jury duty, how long does that take? How long do I have? And literally, that's a 2-second answer with AI. That might be an hour or two of finding the right information, finding the right document, pinging somebody to figure out what the answer. All of that. All those kinds of problems get solved, instantly. And then you have the content generation side. So, you're looking at a product specification document, and you say, please write a sales pitch to a customer in a certain industry that I can go pitch this product to them. And it'll read the whole document, synthesize it, and then create a sales pitch based on the underlying kind of content that you're working with. And so anything where you want to either ask a question or generate new information off of existing information, these are the kind of use cases we can solve.